And that's
I appreciate that.
Trying to get at is
I appreciate that.
You know, when we take the uniform off, at the end of the day, we are a person just the same as you and me. And I don't think you would like it if people were coming to
Well,
your
mate,
house
you
and
chose to
threatening
you chose to do this job. You are aware of what you know.
Today's footage comes from Caliberx, and you'll find their channel link down below in the description. Make sure to check them out and show some support. This one's packed with tense moments, sharp exchanges, and a powerful reminder of why knowing your rights truly matters. So let's jump right into it.
Hello, good morning.
Right.
Good, thanks.
Can we help?
I'm just here making a video.
Yeah.
Alright, it's the only reason why you're in there. You're around here doing it.
Well, can I not be here?
We're just having a chat. Is there any
Okay.
reason why you're here?
Fred.
I don't need a reason, to be fair.
Listen.
Is everything okay? Like, you seem a bit tense.
No, just having a chat with you.
Okay.
Do you want to have a chat with me?
Yeah, well, I mean, we can talk. What do you want to...
Is this
What can I do for you?
stood around the side of a police station? Is there anything I could do to help you?
Not in particular.
Okay, cool.
Why is this, like, does this look dodgy or something? You back again?
There's obviously no issue with you filming,
All right.
whatever you need to do, but just be mindful that people, if they're released from custody or whatever, they might not want you filming them as they're released from here, and don't film through the gates because that's not public inside.
Yeah, but if
Okay.
I can see it from public.
Yeah, and I'm saying just don't film into the gates because that's not public.
So I will continue
Okay,
to.
thank you.
You have a good day, alright?
The video kicks off with that classic calm on the surface, tension underneath energy. The auditor is barely settled when police step in with the first probing question. Any reason why you're in there? Notice the tone. It's not a friendly hello. It's a soft challenge disguised as conversation. The auditor stays relaxed, repeating the key point. He doesn't need a reason to be there. Then comes the first pressure move. The officer warns about filming people coming out of custody and slips in a boundary. Don't film through the gates. That's the first sign the police want control over the situation. The auditor's response is calm, but the question he asks right after is a red flag for what's coming. Was that a request? Or an order? That single line sets the tone for the whole encounter.
So yeah, not too pleased about that. You know, that being said, we're here now.
Now the auditor shifts into narration mode, but don't let the casual vibe fool you. This is where he frames the police as trying to get it over with because they know it's for YouTube. He basically tells the audience they wanted a quick interaction so it doesn't become content. That's important because it reveals the invisible battle here, not just about filming, but about control of the narrative. He even admits his weakness. If nothing happens for 20 minutes, he usually leaves. But today he's choosing patience. That means one thing, he's staying long enough for the real confrontation to arrive.
Excuse me?
For all police officers coming into work.
If they happen to be on camera, then yeah.
Okay.
Was there an issue with that? Who are you, by the way?
Sorry?
Who are you?
I'm a police officer.
Okay.
Okay. And just for your tape, Inspector Barry Reid.
You're an inspector,
Okay,
are you?
yeah.
Interesting.
And I do think it's a little bit
You're wearing a
odd,
lot of aftershave, by the way.
Thanks very much.
It smells alright, but yeah.
Okay. If you're here to wind me up, it's not going to work, fella.
Okay.
I'm
Why
too
are
old.
you getting wound up? Are you?
No. I'm just asking you, why are you recording indexes of police officers coming into work?
I'm not. I don't have a, vested interest in any police indexes. I just happen to be filming. If they're filmed, then they're filmed.
Okay.
You know,
So
if you were that concerned about it, you should perhaps consider taking the bus to work or like public transport, something like that. What are you laughing? I'm being serious.
Oh, yeah.
I'm being dead serious.
Okay. It's all right, fella.
Okay.
I'll just send somebody out this way.
All right. Let me just get the reg right quick.
Can you stop recording my index?
Why?
To work?
Why?
Because that's a security risk,
Why
risk,
is
isn't it?
Why is it?
Because if you put that on social media,
Why is it a security risk?
that is a security.
And here it is, the moment the temperature spikes. An inspector approaches, immediately acknowledging the camera and hinting there's an issue. The auditor plays it smart. He asks who the man is, confirms rank, then hits him with a subtle jab about aftershave. It's sarcasm, but it's also a psychological play. He's testing the inspector's ego. The inspector tries to take the moral high ground. Why are you recording officers coming into work? The auditor fires back with a brutal suggestion. If you're worried, take public transport. That line lands hard. You can almost feel the inspector deciding, right there, that this won't be a polite chat. Then he says the key sentence, I'll send somebody out this way. That's not conversation anymore. That's escalation.
Security risk to me and my family.
How is it?
How?
How is it?
Posting.
It's
you
in,
know that I'm a
it's in
police
public,
officer.
mate.
Sorry?
It's in public.
No. This is a police station, fella.
Stop
This
coming so close. Stop
is
coming
a
so
police
close. Stop
station.
coming so
You
close.
are on police property.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is public
recording.
property. There's a
No.
right of access. No. This is definitely no. You don't touch
Just
me.
come here.
You don't touch me. No, I'm not coming nowhere. Don't even think about touching me again. You know. Don't even think about touching me again.
Okay.
This is public place. I can
No,
film. There's
this
no
is-
gates
This is a
coming.
police station.
All right, I'm
Recording-
aware that it's a police station.
recording
Could you
police
identify yourself,
indexes.
please?
Yeah.
And let me know before you start recording me. Thanks.
Yeah, I was just going to let you know, actually.
All right,
I was
thanks.
just putting my keys on my lanyard, all right?
All right, no
So I'm
worries.
just recording for my protection and for yours, all
Yeah,
right?
likewise. Would you mind identifying yourself, please?
Yeah, my name's PC Venton. My call number's 0345, okay?
Now we hit the first real turning point. The inspector's language changes from chat to territory. He claims the auditor is on police property, and the auditor instantly pushes back, asserting it's public space and he can film. But then it jumps into something darker. The auditor warns, "Don't touch me again." That's huge. That means physical contact either already happened or came close enough to trigger that warning. Immediately, the auditor starts recording for protection. That's a major tension shift when someone says they're recording for safety. It's because they believe the situation could turn ugly fast.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Can you explain to the inspector that it's not a crime to film any registration plates from a public place?
You're not on a public
You may
place.
have a
This
problem
is
with
a
it, but
police
like
station.
I know your feelings are getting hurt or whatever. But
no.
my rights, your feelings don't trump my
Okay,
rights, so I
you're
can
here.
film.
You walked across the car park
Yeah,
in a second. So have you been recording in that car park?
I haven't had a focused interest on number plates, but if I want to, I can walk around here and
No, you
record it.
can't.
Yeah, of course I can.
No, you
Of
can't.
course
That's
I
a
can.
private place. This is a private place.
No, it's not. No, it's
this
not.
part
No, it's
is
not.
a public place.
This is all paid for by the taxpayer. So what? This is leased. You have an occupational lease for this police station, and you're doing a service for the public. So therefore, the public can access all of this.
Okay. What do you intend to do with these?
Whatever I want to do with it.
The videos.
I don't have to tell you.
You don't.
No.
Okay. So if you intend to post those on social media and explicitly say that they are police officers' indexes, which poses a risk to police officers and their families.
How?
Okay, that is a risk through terrorism.
Why?
Okay?
Why would people?
And therefore, the Terrorism Act offences could come into play.
Okay, we're
So
going
I'm
down
gonna-
that route, are we?
No, because I'm telling you that is the risk to police
So
officers.
do you think you're a valuable target for a terrorist?
Well, we know we are.
All right, well, how do you know that?
Because
How
we're
can
at
you know
heightened
that?
risk.
Heightened risk based on what? Data, what? Facts?
Okay, what I'm asking you is what you
Yeah, don't
intend to
ask
do.
me anything. You don't need to ask me anything. Stop talking about terrorists and that's not good. Like, look, like, how can you even
Why-
fabricate that?
Why are you here?
This is where the argument becomes a full-scale clash of rights versus authority. The inspector insists it's private property. The auditor argues it's publicly accessible and funded by taxpayers, therefore the public can be there. Then the inspector drops the big word, terrorism. That's a dramatic escalation tactic, bringing a serious threat into a situation that started as a camera dispute. The auditor calls it out instantly, basically saying, "You're fabricating terrorism to scare me off." And watch the inspector's posture here. He doesn't back away, he leans into it. The terrorism angle becomes the pressure weapon, and the auditor refuses to show fear. This is the moment the conflict stops being small and turns into a serious power struggle.
Yeah, because I'm
Okay,
proving a
As I
point.
came in, and then you started to record my car as I went through the barrier. Okay,
Right, 'cause
have
I
you
wanted
been
to.
in this car park, which is
Doesn't
a
matter if
private
I have.
place?
Doesn't matter if I have or haven't. If
have
I
you been
want to, I
recording
can.
police officers'
Doesn't matter.
indexes in
I'm
a
not
car
answering.
park?
I'm not answering. Let's keep a bit of distance. I don't know what you're gonna do. You seem a little bit hostile. You seem dangerous.
Me?
You got that weird look in your eyes. Yeah.
That's because, fella, I've been doing this for 29 years. Okay?
And do you
And you
reasonably
have tried-
suspect that
and
I'm
you-
doing here
and
to
you
do
have
something
tried to
wrong?
provoke me and provoke me.
Yeah, it
and
looks like it
provoke me.
worked.
No, not at all.
Well, you seem pretty
So I'm
upset.
trying to ask you why you are here.
Well, I haven't been trying to provoke you, by the way. But just know I can film any registration that I like. So what was the reason for bringing him out here? Like,
I was
stopped at gate.
I was pulling in.
all right, well, we're having a conversation between the two of us. I don't really see why he's here.
So I'm asking you why you are here recording.
I don't need to answer. I don't need to account for my presence in a
Okay.
public place.
You're not in a public place. This is police.
This is not a private
This is
place.
police property.
This is publicly
You are
accessible.
recording on
This
police
is publicly accessible. Look, the gates are for cars not to go through. Any pedestrian, what's this for then? Any pedestrian can walk through here, walk around here.
property. No.
Yeah. So this is a civil matter anyway. Well, I'm not
That is
moving.
not a private place.
Well, I'm not moving.
What were you doing in the car park of the police station?
Doesn't matter what I was doing. I can be in any car park I want.
You can't.
Yes, it's publicly
I'm gonna ask
accessible.
nicely to move on, please.
Is that a request?
Yes, it is.
Okay, well, I'm going to politely decline your request, and I'm going to continue filming.
Are you?
But rest assured, I mean, if I wanted to, I could, but I don't have, again, a vested interest in anyone's private registration.
Now it's a standoff. The inspector wants a reason, wants compliance, wants movement, and the auditor refuses every single step. When asked to move on, he replies with the line that locks the scene in place: "I'm going to politely decline." That's not just refusal, it's controlled defiance. Then he repeats the core message again: feelings don't trump rights. The inspector keeps trying to frame the auditor's presence as suspicious. The auditor keeps framing it as lawful. You can feel both sides getting stuck in a loop, and loops in police encounters often lead to one thing: enforcement.
Which I just don't know. I simply don't agree with that.
There's risks to police officers, but it's what you intend to do with that.
Regardless of what I do, I don't believe that this is putting you at risk. And if you're so, you know, at risk of terrorism and stuff, then it might be a good idea to consider public transport and stuff like that.
Okay, why are you smirking when you said that? Because this is your antagonistic
No,
approach.
it's not.
You're trying to keep calm, but you can't keep the smirk behind it, can you? So therefore, you are here to try and wind
No,
me
I'm
up
not here to wind you up.
and provoke
I'm just
a reaction.
saying.
That's what you're trying to do.
All right,
It's
so why are
pretty
you bringing up?
obvious.
Why are you bringing up terrorism then?
Why? Because if you post indexes of police officers,
It's not a
of
terrorism
police
risk.
vehicles
No, because you just take.
on social media, there is a risk of internal and external
I'm
terrorism.
smirking because
towards police
you're so
officers.
serious. Like
I am serious.
you're
because-
making me feel uncomfortable.
Because
Like
I've had threats in this organisation.
what, from terrorists?
No, from organised crime groups. Okay, so it's not
Like who?
just. Sorry,
Like who?
I'm not going to explain that.
Well, then, I would really expect you to be able to explain it if it had happened.
So we have had threats. We receive threats as police officers daily whilst we're doing our business.
I don't think- maybe you do out and about.
You are here recording indexes.
Okay, let me
I'm
ask you a
asking
question.
you politely, what do you intend to do with this
It
recording?
doesn't matter what I intend to do. My question to you would be: have there been any prior cases where criminals have filmed police registrations and police coming in and out
Yes.
of a police station and then targeted? I don't think so.
Yes.
Okay, well, tell
Okay,
me one
you-
example then.
you
Tell me an
live-
example.
You live
then.
in a little bubble then,
I
fellow.
don't
if you
live in a
believe
bubble
that
because
happens.
I would really expect you to support what you're saying with some sort of data or statistic.
Okay. Have you got this chap's face on your camera? Okay.
Or I can request that, by the way, under data protection. So.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
so
fine.
subject access requests actually. That's
Yeah, under the Data Protection Act.
Right.
This part is pure psychological warfare. The inspector says the auditor is antagonistic, smirking, provoking. The auditor flips it: "You're an inspector. Why are you getting provoked so easily?" That's a direct hit to professionalism. Then the inspector introduces more implied threats, data protection requests, filming indexes, and vague warnings about offenses that could come into play. The auditor demands specifics: what law? What data? What examples? That's key. When someone asks for the legislation, it exposes whether the authority figure is bluffing or actually grounded. The tension here is less about shouting and more about power games, and neither side wants to lose.
You make me laugh because you're so serious and that.
I am serious because
It's your body language is making me laugh. That's all it is. I mean, listen, if you're provoked, I mean, you're an inspector. I feel like you should have a higher threshold for being provoked. Like, come on. Why are you getting provoked so easily? I'm here exercising my right to film in a public place, and you're saying that's provocative.
And I'm telling you, you're not in a public place. You're on police.
I'm certainly in it. This place
This is
becomes
police
a public place
No.
under the
This is
Criminal
a police
Justice Act.
station, okay? And therefore, there are other acts that could come into play, like causing a disturbance on police premises, okay?
What act? What legislation is that? Causing a disturbance on police premises.
Yeah,
I haven't heard of that one before.
It is.
All right.
Look
So
it up, dude. All right?
Why don't you tell me what it is, dude?
So you're now laughing. You're trying to provoke me. I'm trying to be polite to you. And to be
All
honest,
right.
I'm going to ask you if you can leave, please.
All right. Well,
Okay, because actually, if you continue to film indexes of cars in here, then we may look to other offences.
What?
Okay?
Like what?
And we may look at why you are here and what you are doing.
I mean, use what offence? Use what legislation
I will
to find that
use
out?
section 44 of the Terrorism Act. I will
find that out.
use section 44 of the Terrorism
I
Act.
will find that out.
Use section 44 of the Terrorism Act if necessary. Because it's odd, it's not right behaviour, and you are trying to provoke us, and you know you are.
Section 44 of the Terrorism Act.
Yeah.
Sure about that? All right. I would love to see you use that act.
Okay.
Just make sure it exists before you use it.
Okay.
This is the clip where the inspector tries to pull the ultimate leverage card, Section 44 of the Terrorism Act. That's a huge claim, and the auditor immediately challenges it, saying he'd love to see it used and tells him to make sure it even exists. That's a public humiliation risk for the inspector. If he's wrong, he looks incompetent. If he's right, the auditor could face serious consequences. Then the inspector repeats, leave. The auditor repeats, decline. The air feels like it's tightening, because now we're not talking about a request. We're talking about whether police will physically enforce their demand.
Well, he shouldn't just have put hands on me, by the way. This is a private place. This is a public place.
This is this part here.
No.
from
Then it's
the
a civil
barrier
matter.
onwards.
It's a civil matter.
From the
It's
barrier
not private. It's an
onwards.
implied right of access. There's nothing
Alright.
stopping me from being here, so I can be here all I like. Thank you very
Okay,
much.
alright.
You can't be putting hands on me.
The reason why you can't be filming indexes.
Look at this guy. Look, he's taking his jacket off.
Have you heard of problems in Northern Ireland with police officers being targeted?
This isn't Northern Ireland.
On public police premises, I'm asking you to leave.
Yeah, well, you've asked me and you put hands on me. Well, I'm refusing. Now what? You know I can sue you. Can I get your shoulder number? You've just assaulted me, by the way.
1286. I haven't tried to
Yes,
assault
you
you.
absolutely have.
I've tried
There's
to
no
escort-
barriers. Look at this. There's nothing blocking me from being here. So my presence here is lawful. I know the law.
Step the other side.
No,
of the pavement,
you're gonna put
please.
hands on me again. I suggest you don't. Because I'll just come back. I'll keep coming back.
Will you?
Yes, I will. Because I haven't committed any offence. This is a civil matter. Even if I was trespassing, which I'm not, because this is all publicly accessible.
Why are you smirking behind your
I'm
camera
not
again?
smirking,
You
mate.
are.
I'm not
You are.
smirking.
You're trying to wind us up.
You're making me feel nervous. If
Am
I'm
I?
trying to wind you up, then why don't you just go in the car and that'll be that?
Yeah, he's now up front. People are.
Why have you got such a problem with me, man? Just chill. You shouldn't have just put hands on me either.
Step
No, I
outside
will
the
not
police
step
station.
outside. No.
I'm going to ask you again.
And you're
step
going to put
outside
hands
the
on me
pol-
again, are you?
I will do if necessary.
Why?
Okay? Because I'm asking you to leave.
Why?
Please don't put the camera
No,
right.
please
in my
don't
face.
please don't put hands on me.
Look, I've got my hands in my pocket.
Okay.
This is not aggressive.
But you've already done it, so I'm already.
Okay,
I can
and
already
I'm
sue.
asking you to leave.
You're
this
asking.
police
Are
premises
you
now.
asking or telling?
I'm now telling.
This is the explosion. The auditor suddenly calls it out. No, you don't do that. You just put hands on me. He labels it assault, asks for shoulder number, threatens legal consequences, and refuses to step back. The inspector starts taking off his jacket, a visual cue that signals stress, readiness, or escalation. The auditor uses that as proof the officer is acting emotionally. This is the peak suspense moment because physical contact changes everything. Once hands go on, the stakes multiply. Complaints, legality, use of force, retaliation, all of it becomes possible. The auditor draws a hard line. Touch me again, and I'll prevent you. That's a volatile moment because now both sides are warning each other.
Dictate how you're behaving. Just put your ego to one side. If I'm here to provoke, just leave it. Leave it at that. You're just acting a lot beyond your duty right now. Because I won't bow down to your authority. Just relax, man.
I
Chill.
don't need you to bow down.
We're not like, I'm not against you. Like, we're all on the same team and you're just acting unreasonable. Like, just let me stand around here and film and I'll probably be on my way. You're just trying to put hands on me and do this and that. I'm the one that's trying to de-escalate the situation and you keep escalating it. Just relax, get in the car and we'll leave it at that. Because your ego won't let you do it. So now you're smirking. Why are you smirking, big man?
Because
Stop smirking. Oh, there you go.
You are laughing behind your camera.
No, I'm not.
trying
I'm not
to
lying.
wind
I'm
me
not
up.
laughing now, am I? I'm certainly not laughing now. I'm being dead serious. I'm being dead serious. Don't try to put hands on me again because I'm not gonna do anything back, but I'm gonna prevent you from doing it because I have a right to be here. I have a right just as much as you have a right.
No. As I said, you are on police premises. I've told you.
And you
3
just
times
assaulted
you're
me.
on-
How come? So I should be able to citizens arrest you right now, really?
Okay, citizens arrest me.
Yeah, something tells me it's not in my best interest to do so. And if it comes back as innocent, then I could be prosecuted. So you see, I weigh up the consequences before putting hands on people. But I don't have the same qualified impunity
I've
that you
asked
do.
you to leave
You can
police
keep asking
premises.
all you like. I'm not leaving nowhere.
So what's your purpose here?
Don't worry about my
Why are
purpose
you
here.
recording police indexes?
I'm not interested in no police indexes. Just get in the car and I'll probably get bored and probably just
why
leave.
were you in the car park? Were you recording indexes whilst
It
you were in
doesn't
the car
matter if I
park?
was or
Because
wasn't.
that is police premises and you are
Oh,
not
we're still
entitled
having
to
this.
be
We're
there.
going around in circles, Inspector.
We are, because...
Can you apologise for putting hands on me, please? There
No,
was no
I've
reason
tried
for
to
it.
escort you off of police premises.
Okay, well, I'm
and
not
you've
leaving.
just completely ignored me and walked behind me.
Yeah, damn right. Now what? What are you going to do now?
Now we enter the prolonged standoff, the aftershock phase. The auditor accuses the inspector of ego-driven behavior and claims he's the one de-escalating. The inspector keeps repeating that it's police premises and the auditor must leave. The auditor demands an apology for being touched, says the police are setting a bad example, and mocks the seriousness again. But you can hear the tension underneath. This part matters because it shows how both sides try to win without making the next move. The auditor won't leave. The inspector won't concede. And every second that passes increases the chance of a forced outcome.
Did you said you were going to film this?
Yeah,
the
his reg
inspector's
because I'm being
registration.
petty. Because I don't like the way he's acted and confronted me.
Yeah, okay, but what we're trying to understand is we're trying to make you understand the risk.
And he looks like he
Exactly.
can handle himself as well. He had no problem putting hands on me. Listen, I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to stay here. I'm going to film. I'm not.
Yeah,
Listen,
that's
I'm
fine.
not. If I want to film the regs, I can. But
But you need. To
I don't want to be irresponsible and film
Yeah,
them. If
yeah,
it's gonna,
that's-
that's
that's
fine.
Yeah.
And believe me, I mean, I wasn't telling him because he upset me, but I wasn't filming anyone's regs. I wasn't in the car park. I was filming the back gate. I was just leaving.
Yeah, okay.
And that's the situation with that. Obviously, I wasn't going to offer him the kind of courtesy of an explanation
Okay.
because I wasn't happy with how he dealt with the situation. But really and truly, my friend, that's what's going
Alright.
on. That's the situation. I'm not interested in anyone's registration. But again, hypothetically, if it so happens to be, I can film them.
Yeah, you could, but obviously, as the inspectors explained to you, if that video was to make it online and Bristol to be identified from that video, even if it wasn't anything to do with you, but you posted it on Facebook, say,
Yeah.
and someone that you were friends with, someone else, it went all the way around the world. Do you get what I mean? That's the problem with the internet. Once you
Yeah.
post it, it's out
Well,
there.
this is the
It can
digital
be
age. Like,
Yeah.
if you got so many concerns, again, I would really consider taking public transport or maybe having a gate where the vehicles could be hit. I don't know. I'm not in charge of security
Yeah, yeah.
arrangements for police. It's not my responsibility
Yeah,
to do these. Do you know what I mean? I'm just exercising my right, doing what I can do. And I've reassured you that I haven't been,
yeah, that's fine.
isolating cars and making an effort to film them. So if you could just explain that to your inspector, because I don't want to get into another altercation or I don't want to get into any further exchanges with anyone. Do you understand? I haven't come here for this. So if you could just nicely explain that to him.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Do not cross this line.
This is the resolution, but it's not peace, it's containment. The inspector finally sets a clear boundary line. Do not cross this line. Past here ceases to be public. That's the police trying to regain structure and control after the chaotic clash. The auditor pushes the point again. Trespass is civil, not criminal, but he listens enough to step away, showing he knows exactly where the line is. Then comes the closing punch. I'll be making a complaint. The auditor narrates the aftermath, claiming he stood up for himself and even references the risk of phone seizure, hinting he knows how quickly things can turn. Finally, he wraps it like a content creator. Like, comment, subscribe. But the real takeaway is this: the entire encounter turned from a simple filming situation into a confrontation about rights, control, and the moment police got handsy. And that's the kind of ending that makes viewers immediately want the next episode.